Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back. I know I said we were going to do a lot of YouTube content this year for MLB 24, but I've been so busy playing the game that I really haven't had a lot of time to make content. But what I do want to show you guys today is one, the progress that we've made in both Team Affinity and some of the other programs. And I also want to give you a quick rundown on how to flip stubs in the marketplace. I know some people are new to the game, haven't really figured this part out yet, and I want to give a brief tutorial. This is my system. Not saying it's the best. There's various different methods out there. I know a lot of people do a lot of different things. This is just what works for me. So do what works best for you. Don't hop in the comments telling me about methods that are way better. I know there's others out there. I've seen a bunch of them. This just works for me. So I want to show you that now. Let's get a look at it. So first of all, as far as programs are concerned, we did finish all of Team Affinity in about a week. So we have all the rewards from there. If you need assistance on how to finish these faster, definitely drop a comment, and I'll give you some tips on how to do that. We obviously finished both the starter and spring break. That was no brainer. Those were pretty easy. And as far as rewards go, XP, we're up to 323,645. So really good progress there. We'll probably hit 340 in the next day or two. Get that second pitching captain. Really looking forward to that. So when it comes to making stubs, I'm at 58,000. I've made that in about 2 days. A lot of people go to the marketplace and they look at the difference between the buy now and sell now. If it's high, or they flip equipment. Equipment is really good. Sponsorships, some people flip that stuff. Unlockables are good flips too. But for me, what I usually do is I go into my inventory and I look at the teams. And what I'll focus on, for me, the Red Sox and White Sox have been really profitable this year. And what I'll do is I'll start here and I'll look at these top eight and kind of see in the upper right hand corner of the community market, see how much difference there is between buy now and sell now. Because you have to remember that the market's going to take 10%. So if you want to sell Rafael Devers right now, you're going to lose 179 stubs right off the rip for it being 1798. So what I usually do is go in and I'll place a buy order, what I call the rule of two. So right now his sell order is 1455. I'll go in and place a buy order for 1457, which is two more than the uh, than the highest sellable. And then once that buy order hits, I'll resell him for 1795, which is two less than the current highest on the market. And then I'll get back that difference. So right now we're at 58,989. We'll flip these eight real quick just as a tutorial and kind of show how it works. So for Devers, rule of two, he's 14.99. I'll put in a buy order for 1501, and then we'll move right into the next guy, Kenley Jansen, 608. We'll buy for 610, and the Devers already completed for 1501. So now we'll sell Devers for 1797. And when we make that sell, I don't know if I can go back to that now. We'll see what it comes out to. So we did Jansen. We'll do Yoshida, 414. And then Chris Martin at 387. And you can see in the upper right hand corner that Devers just sold for 1617. The Jansen bought. Yoshida just bought. So this happens really fast. And it's, some of these teams are moving faster than others. For whatever reason, the Red Sox have been really have been a really good team for me. So we got Whitlock, Hendricks 231. And you start getting faster at this. You just have to make sure you don't accidentally hit the buy or the sell, the buy now or the sell now. Sometimes that happens. 288, buy for 290. And now we can go back and resell all these ones that have already bought. So now we'll sell. So we'll sell for 698. And I hope I wasn't off on my percentage. We'll sell 547. You'll receive 492. So I think that's, what's that? 8, yes. 4, 5, 47. Yeah, so 52, 54 off. Yeah, okay. So it is 10%. And finalize order. Did we do that right? I might have messed that one up, actually. Sell order. 545. Okay, no, Yoshida sold 492. Okay, great. 293. Sell for 318. And okay, so we moved through those pretty quickly. Let's go check our orders and see what's still outstanding. So I think Devers didn't. All right, so Whitlock, Martin, Cass. Buy order for Tristan Cass just went through. So now we go back and we can sell him. Someone put one in for 351. So we'll hold. Because that's probably going to go really quickly. And that's undercutting the market too far. So we don't really want to be involved in that. But the sell order for Hendricks just went through. And we can keep checking this. Now 350. So he's kind of tanking right now. This was like a bad example. See 399, 351, and 350. Those are kind of like outliers. It's not really something that happens very often, or at least from what I've seen. So let's go back and look. Chris Martin just sold. Garrett Whitlock. We'll cancel that buy order since it didn't go through. And I sure hope that this was profitable business. So 349, he's really tanking. There were 10 sell orders for 399, and now it's just moving completely in the wrong direction. So that's kind of holding us back from a little bit of profit. That would put us over 59. Plus we have one other sell order that's out there, which was we still have this active order of Garrett Whitlock. So let's cancel that, go back and see what his problem is. Garrett Whitlock. So he's 291 now. So we'll sell for 289. I think it's probably still profit based on what we bought him at. And now he's back up 340. No, he's really tanking. Let's just sell him to get off of it before it gets any lower. 346 I think is still profit on 311. So basically once all 8 of these go, I'll go back to Devers and kind of start that process over again, or I'll move on to another team. I don't like doing teams that have a diamond because the gaps between diamonds, at least from what I've seen early this year, is not very high. So you lose that 10% profit if the gap isn't there. Another thing is if you're planning on doing this and you see something like this, where the sell now is 641 but the buy now is 741, you're gonna lose 74. You're gonna lose 74 stubs on this sell, and there's only 100 difference. So it's still a profit of like 26 stubs, but it's up to you. If you see the gaps are dwindling between buy now and sell now, then it's probably best to just lay off. So we just sold. I think that was the last of everything. I don't know if we made profit. We might be like right, kind of right where we started, if not just a little bit more. So we pushed through all of this from here, and yeah, we pushed into 59,448. So profit made. Took us 5 minutes, maybe less. The video is only at 10 minutes, so we're making good progress as we kind of flip through here. But that's kind of just what I've been doing to get up to 59,000, and we'll run through one more time just because it's so quick. Create a buy order for 1464, and we'll just do the same 8 players again and see what happens. I should have wrote down where we were price wise, but I keep forgetting. If I was a good YouTuber, I could put it on the screen, but we're not. So we just got to go with what we got. So we'll buy these guys real quick. 386. Like I said, I just used the rule of two as a way to, you know, go over top of who's currently selling, but also go under who's currently buying. So it kind of helps out, at least attract people to hit your buy orders, but then also hit your sell orders as well. 231 on this one, and then Tristan Cass 292. All right, so I see some of these moving already in the upper right hand corner. Devers is like really popular for sell because he's a good player. 194, 1794, we sell. So this will go for 709. 508. 543. And this one will sell for 214. And you see the alerts in the upper corner of the screen are just going crazy right now for everything that we're buying and selling, and this is only for 18 guys. So 316 here, and then one more 413. And that's everything. That's all 8 players bought and relisted. And now we just wait. And you can come back here and check your active orders and kind of see. So we have all these out for sale. And we're just waiting for them to eventually sell. If they don't, sometimes I'll wait a little bit. Maybe I'll go play a game, a 3-inning game, come back. And if I check the shop and I check my active orders after a game or two, and these are still available and they haven't sold yet, I'll just cancel them all out, go back in and sell. Now that typically means that the market for that player is tanking and you're not going to be able to sell Yoshida for 508 anymore because there's better ones available. Maybe someone's selling him for 500 or 490. So it's best to just cancel them. Either wait for him to go back up and resell them later, or just list them for a lower price and take less profit. You can go back and look at your completed orders. The last time we bought Yoshida was 420 stubs. So if you cancel this 508, you want to list it to where 420 is still profit, and that's the way you can kind of get back on that on the investment. So we come here, we've got everything listed, and yeah, we're just waiting for them to sell. So right now we're looking at, let's do the math here. We've got 58,977. If these sell for the price that we have them listed at, we'll add another 316, another 286, and another 508, and we'll be at 60,087 stubs in just 10 minutes of work. So I think in the 3 rounds that we did this, or the 2 rounds that we did this, I think we made about 1,200 in profit of stubs. So almost enough to buy a pack or to kind of put you closer to something that you might be looking for in the marketplace. I'm kind of saving up because I want to see what's coming later this week. So I'm not really pulling the trigger on anything yet. But that's kind of just the that's the method I use. I do that whenever I have like downtime in between games, or if I'm watching YouTube or doing something else and I don't really want to play a game or like invest time in a game. I'll go in and do that and just do it over and over and over while I'm watching a show or something, or just not really invested in playing the game at the moment. You can also do it from the mobile app. It is a little bit trickier, but if you go into the show companion app, you can actually flip cards within the app. So if you're on a train, or you're at, maybe you're at a job that's has some downtime, maybe you're on break. If you go into the companion app, you can actually hit the marketplace down at the bottom, and you can flip cards in the marketplace. So another thing I'll do sometimes late at night is, you know, lay in bed and flip cards on my phone for a little bit, or if I'm taking a break from work and I'm outside with the dog or something, list a couple cards. I mean, 2-3 minutes, make a thousand stubs, maybe less, and keep stacking up, because the game is very difficult to actually get stubs without doing that. So you'll be hard pressed to find some other ways to make stubs, because if you look at the program, for example, at that 360,000 XP, they're going to give you 2,000 stubs. We made 2,000 stubs in the 10 minutes of this video. So not a great, 460,000 and maybe 3,000 stubs. That's so long to get there. And if you look back at the program, 2,000 stubs was here, 1,000 here, we're talking 5,000 stubs total is all the game has given us in 320,000 XP. So there's obviously, some difficulty there in making stubs. Even in the Team Affinity programs, there wasn't a lot of stubs. 2,000 there. That's really it. So 2,000 per division, not a great amount. There was a pretty good amount in the conquest. So we did finish every single conquest, as well as the Nation of Baseball conquest. So there was some good stubs in here. Not great still, but this one was pretty profitable. Probably about 10 to 15,000 stubs by the time you were completely done with the map. But obviously it took a long ass time to finish the map. So you really got to try to find those methods, especially if you want to finish collections, live series collections. You're going to need to buy the cards that you need. You're going to have to get pack lucky for guys like Otani, guys like Mookie Betts. There's some other high value cards in here that are going to be very difficult to get. I think Aaron Judge is expensive. So if you want to complete live series and get Babe Ruth, you're really going to have to figure out a method to make stubs. Same with the season collections. If you want to buy any of these guys to put on the team, we have completed all the way up to 70. So we got John Franco, but the gap between 70 and 280, another 210 cards. That's going to be some challenge. And these cards in here are great. I've used this Willie Mays in Battle Royal. He's amazing. Satchel Paige, obviously really good pitcher last year as well. So it's you're gonna have to make stubs in order to buy these cards or get really lucky, through packs and stuff. But a lot of stuff to collect in season one. A lot of stuff for the special collections if you want this Vlad Guerrero. I'm kind of not. I want him, but the juice isn't really worth the squeeze right now on all 12 of these players. Um, I think there's 14 listed, so you only have to collect 12 out of the 14, but they're very expensive. So we're talking almost 30K each. So that makes this Vlad Guerrero extremely expensive once you collect the 12 that you need to. Some of them are a little bit less, but the ones that have some good value, 25 to 30,000 each. So you're gonna have to find methods. You're gonna have to do it a lot, rinse and repeat over and over. That's kind of like I said. That's the way I've been doing it. Definitely search YouTube for some other methods that might be more beneficial to you. But that's been working for us. We're at 60K. It's not a lot, but it's still pretty good in the last 2 days that we've been doing it. So if that worked for you, drop a like on this video. And if you have some other methods, or you want to ask some questions, definitely drop them in the comments below. And we'll see you on the next video.